Hi guys, welcome to the next episode of the Russian Tiger construction. Today I will mainly deal with the interior of the vehicle. I'm gonna make a few elements of its equipment and try to put on decals which are on interior camouflage. The ammo rack goes first. It consists of several parts that should be cut from the frames, properly cleaned and of course glued together. Then I took care of the seats. With hobby knife I got rid of the lines remaining after joining the forms and started assembling the next element. This is probably the platform on which the soldier is standing while operating the roof weapons. I also cleaned the tiger's body thoroughly and started painting the previously prepared parts with black badger primer. I covered the interior of the vehicle with a layer of gloss varnish, especially in those places where the decals will land. Using a precise brush, I painted the chassis elements as well as the interior of the vehicle lamps. After the varnish has dried properly, in my case it's usually at least 15 hours because I leave the parts overnight, I took care of decals. I've heard the opinion that decals can also be put directly on an even layer of paint, especially when it's glossy. Personally, I haven't tried it yet. Until now, I've always used glossy varnishes from Tamiya or Mr. Hobby under decals. It works very well and doesn't bite with microscale liquids, so if something works, I don't see the point in changing it yet. Decals are located, so let's go back to the painting work. I've painted the tiger's interior, central panel elements and the shooter platform in blue-gray. Then I changed the color to olive green and painted more elements. Finally, the seats are painted black. Smaller rivets or screws on the central panel I painted with steel, as well as elements of the shock absorbers. After this treatment, I glued them using ultra glue. Then I pasted the remaining elements on the center panel, which are the bars and levers, and started painting the ammunition rack. Cans or ammunition belts must remain olive green, while the entire frame must be painted in blue-gray. The paint is diluted in this case, so one coat is definitely not enough. After 2 or 3 layers, the effect is not too bad. Using paints, for example from Hataka Blue Line series, I would probably get a better result when painting with a brush, but taking into account that the stent will not be too visible in the end, I've used Mr. Hobby paint. Then I painted the fire extinguisher and decided to highlight a few details on the stand, including the strap of the top box. I mounted all the accessories to the rack and started to use Tamiya wash. I used dark grey wash on the anti-slip floor parts, the shooter platform and the ammo rack. I glued the seats together, connecting the seats to the frames. And then glued the center panel and dashboard. To make the floor and seats a little bit dirty, I've used dry pastels. Scrapping the right colors with a knife, I got one dark grey, which I put mainly on the seats, and a second one, more earthy color mix, which will land on the floor. A box of pastels is definitely worth having in your modeling arsenal. By mixing the colors you can get practically any shade you need. They are very easy to apply. You get a fine dust that can successfully replace various pigments on the market. In addition, pastels dissolves very well in oil paint solvents such as white spirit. Using a chrome Molotov marker, I made minor scratches of the center panel, and then I pasted the rest interior elements with ultra glue. I covered the body interior with a gloss varnish and started pasting the headlights. For transparent elements such as these lamps, I suggest using ultra glue, clear fix or even white glue that is transparent after drying. Don't glue such parts with cyanoacrylate as it often reacts with the plastic and can destroy the effect of perfect transparent lens. I already know something about it. I've painted the chassis parts according to the instructions with the Molotov marker and then glued the chassis to the vehicle frame. Last element for today, interior camouflage. We have a lot of decals to stick in the set, which will eventually cover most of the body interior. As for decals, it's quite easy to apply them. I would only mention that the individual parts could be a bit larger and slightly overlap, because in some places, despite the very precise application, small gaps were noticeable. I also have the impression that Microsol has a slower impact on MENG decals. Perhaps stronger decal fluid would be better in this case. In the end, the effect is quite nice, and to my surprise, the whole process was very smooth and quick. So the next stage of the assembly is finished. Our Tiger finally began to take shape. In the next episode I will probably deal with the camouflage and other vehicle elements. Meantime, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If so, it will be nice if you consider subscribing to my channel. Just click here. Another episode coming soon, so stay tuned and take care. See ya!